What's up? Welcome back to the good old kitchen. How was your trip? And glad to have you back. Yeah, it's fantastic. Really enjoyed it, and we had a grand trip. Really enjoyed the sceneries, and really enjoyed hanging out with Hans and his wife. Absolutely lovely pair. Such down to earth people. I couldn't have had a better week. Let's put it that way. The wife enjoyed herself as well. She had a nice relax. She's going back to school again this week. So it's been kind of short for her, but yeah, she really enjoyed herself as well, which was the main thing I was kind of concerned about, making sure she was okay and she had a bit of a rest. You're most welcome, Chimeras. Thank you, guys. I appreciate the birthday wishes. Right, so if you ever want to know, like, well, how far do you, like, work out how to cut an asparagus? Where's the tough part? Well, it's quite easy. Chef, what are you doing? You basically snap it. So, and it will snap to the right place. Some will be shorter than others, as you can see. I prefer just cutting it straight down so they're all nice and even. So you get that kind of tough, like, woody part in here. So what you want to do is basically just snap it. That's all you need to do. Have I not put TTS on for this either? I need to change that at some point, but it's okay. Tubby Gaming DK, thank you so much for the $1 tip. Appreciate it. I've been following for a long time. I really enjoy your streams, so I wanted to donate because you're a nice and chill streamer. Thanks for existing on Twitch. No, I appreciate it. Thank you for the kind words, buddy. And thank you so much for the beautiful tip. I appreciate it. And how's things with you, dude? What have you been up to? And thank you so much for that support. I appreciate it. Much love to you, my friend. You snap 2 of them, or 3, and cut the rest the same length. Yeah, pretty much, CBD. Exactly it. Now, if you want to kind of keep the stalks, you can do. I suppose you could, like, really cook them down and use them for, like, for a soup, or, you know, whichever you prefer. Sometimes, though, if you're using them for the soups, you will get kind of, like, a really kind of grainy, like, texture to it. I mean, it's doable. It's fine. But if you want a really good asparagus soup, I would use the tops rather than the stalks. But, you know, if you want to do that, that's always a thing. Maybe do a asparagus and parmesan soup with some nice little croutons on there if you wanted to. Right, so let's cut these down very nicely. I've been doing good. Just catching up on school. No, that's fair enough. And yeah, I think that's like one of the most important things. Make sure you're on top of school. Make sure you get all your exams sorted. But dude, thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. It's lovely to have you here as always. Chef, what food did you have like last week? Like visited some nice restaurants. We just kind of basically most of the time we went out to like a few places. We went to have like barbecue. I think it was called All in One, and that was very nice barbecue. We went to like a burger place, which I've forgotten the name of it now. We also went out for brunch. If you checked out my Instagram, you will actually see what we had. We had biscuits, chicken and gravy, which was absolutely delicious. Really good brunch place in Nashville. And the rest of the days, me and Hans were just cooking leftovers, like what was left in the fridge. We were just like making stuff up. So we just had like a can of black beans and some peppers, and we made what did we make? We made breakfast burritos with some eggs, a little bit of bacon, the tortillas and that. Very simple, very easy. We would just do it. It was literally like a leftovers week. We were just making stuff out of nothing. So it was very fun. Very, very, very good for sure. So now, no problem, man. No, I appreciate it. And yeah, you've been following since like 2017. You've been like one of the first ones I do remember, good sir. I do remember. Right. Your followage is broken. Yeah, sometimes Nightbot breaks it, but I just blame Nightbot for that, to be honest with you, more than anything. Whoop. I missed. It's a good thing I'm not in the NBA. Stick to your daytime job, chef, right? Right, okay. So here's our little baby asparaguses. Ready to go. We'll blanch them off. And grab myself a little pan. We'll pop some water on the stove. We're going to cook them down for... They're not going to take long. We only want like 2 minutes. Then we're going to dunk them straight into ice water. And that's usually called refreshing. So if you ever hear refreshing vegetables, it's basically boiling it maybe for 2-3 minutes, depending on what it is, and then refreshing it in ice water to stop that cooking process. Beautiful. Oh, we're not going to put them in yet. We're going to top this up with water. Bring this onto the stove. How's those carrots? They're coming up to a simmer now. Then we're going to put a timer on. Don't want to go too crazy with the water. So we're going to bring this up to a boil. So, what do I want? Let's have a look. Have a little flicker across. So I'm going to bring this up to a boil. Also going to add a little touch of salt. I'm not going to go too crazy with the salt. Good pinch in there. So, could do with a little pinch of salt in the carrots as well. Nothing too extravagant. There we go. Perfect. So I'm going to flip them across. Back over here. Let's wash my hands very quickly. May 26th, sorry, 2017 is the day I followed, which I guess is a pretty cool number. Pretty cool number to me. Laziest Titan. I appreciate that beautiful cheeky prime. How you doing today, my friend? I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. Hope you're having a great Tuesday. Thank you so much for that support. We get some love and hype in chat. And also, if you've got a favorite color, Laziest Man, I do have a subboard behind me. So if you've got a favorite color, let me know. I can stick you on there. But thank you so much for your support, my friend. And that's greatly appreciated. Right, let me move these over here while we wait for the water to come up to the boil. So the other thing we need to do, we need to get some peas out to defrost as well, because I'm going to use some garden peas to garnish with. We are going to make pea and mint puree as well. But I want a few peas as well to garnish. Now, I'm not going to go too crazy. I can use the rest of these during the week for something else. So I'm only going to use like half a packet. I don't want to go like bonkers with it. So maybe another one actually. 2, 4, 6. Perfect. The rest of these I can use during the week. Where are we at now? Doing pretty well. I enjoy your cooking streams. Thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate those comments. I'm so glad to have you here. And I'm glad you enjoyed the streams. Thank you so much, amigo. That really means a lot to me. Colors blue. My favorite color as well. I love blue as well. Right, I'll get that in a second. Let me just finish cutting these, marinating, and then we'll get the subboard up. Thank you so much again. Right, so all we want to do is I'm going to trim the tops off just a little bit more. I'm going to go too crazy with it. So I'm going to cut these straight in half. Now, as I said before, I wish I had more of a kind of like a grid. Well, I do have a griddle pan, but I just don't want to use it on there because I don't want to scratch it. And second of all, I might try and get myself a little stove top so I can use it on there. So within time we'll get back to it. But yeah, you can griddle these, which will be fantastic. Get those nice little char marks across them with the garlic, and then finish them off with a little bit of parsley as well and some salt. Absolutely delicious. Very nice for especially if you've got the barbecue on. Pop in some of these, or even you can use like whole courgettes if you want, or zucchinis. Just cut them in half, marinate them in some bit of garlic, and just char them on the barbecue. The thicker ones, though, with the bigger ones, I'd probably recommend putting them on to get the char in first. Once they finish charring, you want to take them off and put them maybe on a low heat, shut the lid or whatever, and let it cook down until they're just tender. So with these ones, these don't take long to cook because they're so small. They'll cook through pretty quick, so you don't need to worry too much about cooking them too long. Right, so those are all ready to go. Let's grab ourselves a little cheeky bit of garlic. I'm going to actually pop these into a bowl as well. We're going to marinate them, and we're going to pull them out later on. So, let's have a look. Beautiful. Hi, Chef. How was the vacation? The new stream looks clean. It's very nice. I've been enjoying it quite a considerable amount. How's things with you, Ninja? What have you been up to, buddy? So, let's have a look. I'm going to try and do videos. So, I know I haven't got the stand, but I need to buy the stand. So, I'm just going to take like a little short video of cooking things. So, I can use this on my Instagram so we can, doing something or another. I feel like... That's okay. I was just thinking, can I use that stand for something? But it's not a very good stand, so I won't worry about it. I'll try and get like a shorter one on Instagram. I do want to start the stories though at some point. Where are we now? Just working. That's fair enough, buddy. Looking forward to Thursday though. I appreciate it. Okay, vid done. Love the new alerts and all, Chef. I'm so glad you're enjoying them, Zaggy. And thank you so much for the kind comments. And yeah, I'm really happy with the stream as well. It's nice, clean layout. And also, I know the people who missed like the taco kisses and all this from the subs, but those are still there. So like different, we still got the meow bits, and then the 1,000 bits is the taco kisses, and then I don't know what the other ones are. I did mix them up, but yeah, we got a good variation there. But it's not follow my tweet. Yeah, but I'm not Zaggy. That you know, that's the difference, meow. Right? Meow. Right. Meow. Oh, I'm guessing that was 100 biddies. Ninja, thank you so much for the 177 biddies. I appreciate it, buddy. So kind of you. Meow biddies, shall I say? But it's amazing. I'm so glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, I mean, I can't do what somebody else is doing. Zeeks.
Good afternoon. Clean setup.
Hey, we got TTS working. Nice. Zeeks, thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's our new stream. Very happy. Chef, why are you using such a big knife to do this? You're just making it harder for yourself. You're going to cause yourself an accident. Zeeks with the 11 months. Goodness me, you're only a month away from a whole year, Zeeks. That's crazy, buddy. Whole spanking year. It's good to see you, man. And thank you so much for the kind comments. I hope you're enjoying the stream. I'm sure you are. We get some love and hype in chat, guys. Exclamation mark hype. A little bit of love. What color do you want to go on the board, amigo? I also still need to get Laziest Titan on there with a cheeky blue. And I'll pop you on. I'm guessing green, right? Alright, so let's take these little skins off. Hey, Red Bull True. How's it going, buddy? What have you been up to? Right, let's pop that away. I know. I just wanted to get it stuck in your head again. Damn it, Zag. Stop it. Every time I go into a stream, I'm like lurking away. And all I can hear is, you follow my Twitch. I'm like, oh, Jesus. In my head, like, for the whole day. Crazy. But I love it. I love it. But yeah, guys, go give Mr. Zaggy a follow. Seriously, he's an awesome streamer. Recently partnered, but he's been, what, partnered for a month now? 2 months? Been doing good, sir. It's so good to see how your Twitch is growing and your community. I'm so proud of you, man. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work, amigo. Right, let's create this down. Watch out. Chef's going to use your voice now. I don't know what you're on about. Chef, I moved next month. Now it's my turn. Goodness me, is it really? Have you found a new apartment? Are you really happy with it? And like, how far are you going? Chef, why all the questions? Because I'm excited for you, amigo. I'm excited for you. Sounds amazing. But I hope you're really happy with it, and I hope the smooth goes... The smooth? I hope the move goes smoothly. Let's get the right words the right way around, shall we? Goodness me. But yeah, I hope it all goes well, buddy. Right, a little touch of pepper in there as well. Sorry, guys. Let me... switch that over for you guys. So those are boiling as well. Where's my phone? Let's get a little cheeky timer on the go, shall we? Clock. Timer. I want about, say, 14 minutes. We'll have a look after that for the carrots. So let me put that there. Let me put all these little things away as well, so we're not having clutter everywhere. Fancy transition. I don't know what you're on about. I'm going just for a couple of miles down the road. Oh, that's not so bad, is it? That's not so bad. I mean, if it was like another state over, or, you know, over 100 miles or something, that'd be a bit crazy. But yeah, that's not too bad. Smooth them off. Oh, I like it. I like it. I'm just going to let that go over my head, though. Smooth move goes. Showing off the new fancy transitions. What fancy transitions? What are you on about, guys? This has been here for like a long time. Love the knife. Looks just like mine. Oh, it does, doesn't it? It does a little bit. No, I appreciate you buying the knife, Zeeks. I appreciate it. And I'm glad. Are you happy with it is the main question. I hope you are. I'm sure you are. Right, a little touch of pepper in there. I'm not going to put salt because I don't want to start curing it. Got the garlic in there. Now, if we add the herbs will burn, and I want to kind of like add the parsley last minute, so I might chop it up now, put it in a pot, and it's ready for later. But let's just give this all a nice little kind of mix up with the garlic very nicely. So yeah, Zeeks, did you say a cheeky green, right, good sir, on the board? Green as always, right? So all those beautiful garlic, courgettes, or shall we say zucchini being in America, right? And as I said, if you had a char griller, perfect. Unfortunately, well, I do have one, but, you know, I already explained. But we'll get that sorted. I'm very happy with it. My hand just, like, has to get used to the handle. Like, every time I buy a new knife, my hand gets a little sore until I'm used to the handle. But that means I cook a lot. That does mean you cook a lot, yeah, for sure. Probably cook more than me from the sounds of it, because I suppose this handle, to be honest, depending on what, like, kind of knife you used before, with all honesty, there isn't actually a huge deal in difference from the handle, so probably that's why my hand doesn't really get sore. But these two, because obviously this is my old Wusthof knife, it's very similar to the handle of this one, the new one. So that's probably why my hand isn't sore. But yeah, sometimes if you go from like one knife that's like totally different handle to something else, you know, it can be a bit sore. But we're all different, and you know, I suppose at the end of the day, you've got to feel comfy with your knife. Everyone prefers different handles, you know. Asparagus green certainly is. White asparagus with a cheeky bit of truffle is very nice. It's nice if you can get hold of some. If your cheeks are looking green, you would, it would see a doctor. I think you meant I would see a doctor, right? I didn't quite catch that one. Nobody hit the bugs up right. Nobody hit it. Well, I went from like a shaped handle to a straight handle, so now I'm going back to like a shaped handle. So like my hand like takes a bit and get used to it. But yeah, I've been through this like every time I move to like a different handle. That's very true. I mean, I haven't really changed knives too much over. I used like Victorinox before my Wusthof. I haven't really gone through many knives through my lifetime, to be honest with you. I mean, I've used other knives like Global knives. Those were horrendous. I didn't like them. They were just uncomfortable altogether. But the knives were beautiful. They're like the blade. But to be honest with you, the knives I've had are so comfortable, so happy with. I wouldn't have changed it, to be honest with you. And this brand new knife, fantastic. I love it. I love it, and I recommend anyone who's looking for some new knives. If you have got experience with knives, if you're a beginner with knives, I wouldn't recommend forking out loads of money. Just go buy yourself some cheap knives so you can get the basics of knife skills. Once you've got that right, then you can invest in some. Otherwise, you'll end up damaging the blade or damaging the knife, and then, I mean, you could probably like reshape it and get it back to normal, but I always recommend you may as well get the skills first before doing that. Definitely, for sure. Okay, asparagus is ready. Beetroot's pickling down nicely, so that's looking good. As I said before, remember I said to you, like, the color comes out with the vinegar, so as you can see, like, they've gone like kind of almost like pink, pinky soft. Pinky soft. But yeah, they taste fantastic. Nice little tinge to them, bit of sweetness as well. Perfect. So those have gone a lot softer compared to these. Can you see like how soft they are? So the vinegar's actually cooked them down. You start breaking them down so they get softer. Delicious. So good. I love beetroot, so they're fantastic. I've only been through like maybe 4 knives in the past decade, so I don't go through them too fast. Yeah, it depends on what you're doing and how fast you go through them. As I said, I went through that knife, this Wusthof knife. I've had that for about 7 or 8 years. Before that, I had like a Victorinox knife. I think it was. I can't honestly remember. It's such a while back. But I feel like knives should last you a lot longer than maybe 1 or 2 years. Definitely, for sure. They should last you at least a good 5 to 7, in my opinion. But everyone's different, right? Everyone's different. There's nothing wrong with that. Right, Zeeks, let me get you on the board. Cheeky Green, good sir. And also Laziest Man, thank you for the prime as well. I'll get you on as a Cheeky Blue as well. So, all our baby veggies are pretty much done. What we're going to be doing next is making a start on the pea and mint puree. Easy peasy. No puns, I promise. So we're going to get on that onto next, and then we're going to get to the fish. I'm going to show you the fish, whether we need to descale or debone or do any of that. Definitely for sure. We'll get that sorted, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Simple, very straightforward. Right, Laziest Man, let's get you on here. Good, so thank you so much again. Laziest Titan, sorry. I said man, didn't I? Apologies. And then Zeke's. Is that 3 E's, 2 E's, 2 K's, and an S? With the 11 months, thank you so much, Amigo, again. I appreciate it. Chef, every time I try to cook like snapper, it curls up immediately in the pan. I'm eager to see how you tackle this, and is it a red snapper? I'm pretty sure it's not a red snapper. I thought it was yesterday, and I looked at it, and I'm pretty sure it's just a regular snapper. But yeah, with the red snapper, as I said to you before, the issues is usually it's either an old fish, or the fact that you need to kind of just hold it down in the pan. Because sometimes when you put it in, it kind of starts to curl up a little bit, and you just need to use your 3 fingers just to push the fillet down. Just hold it there for about a minute. You shouldn't be able to burn yourself. You should be fine. And then you just have it nice and flat. But yeah, it shouldn't really curl up too much. But I've seen that happen with red snapper, and yeah, sometimes it's usually an indication of like older... Excuse me! It's a sign of like older fish. I mean, it's not gone off fish, it's just a little older than it has come out the water, that's all. Warbot 1 to Pat. Alright. So we've got that water boiling now. We can drop that asparagus. So I'm going to show you now. Flick across now. I hope it helps a little bit, Zeeks. If you're still having issues. I always recommend maybe trying to get, maybe it's the pan. Which I don't really feel like the pan is causing the curling. But I usually use a non-stick pan, or I have a separate pan for like kind of fish. So it's kind of important to keep those kind of separate, because then it'll make your life easier, it won't stick, all this, that, and the other, and you'll get a nice little kind of crust from the skin. So we'll see. We'll see about it. But I'm pretty sure it's not red snapper from when I was looking at it yesterday. It's just a plain snapper. Right. Those are cooking down nicely. These are only going to take about a minute, if that. So what I'm going to do, grab myself a little bowl, fill it with ice. So I've got loads of ice in the freezer, which is good. And then we're going to pop them into the water, icy water, just to stop the cooking process. Right. Sorry, sometimes that ice like kind of clogs up a little bit, so